Concussion. Sounds serious. How can I know if it is a concussion? Should they play on? Concussion. Sounds serious. I get it. Concussion can be confusing, worrying, potentially stressful. It can feel like there are a lot of unknowns, so let's stick to what we do know. We'll kick off with the basics. A concussion is an injury to the brain. It comes from a head knock or an impact to the body that sends forces to the head. Concussion is actually pretty common. It can happen from a fall, a car accident, or sport. When it comes to footy, a player could get a concussion from a bump during a tackle, a mark, or even a bad landing or fall. Basically, it's a short-term change in how the brain works. For a little while, it takes more energy for the nerves to talk to each other. Now, does a player have to be knocked out or lose consciousness to have a concussion? No, a player can have a concussion and be conscious the whole time. How can I know if it's a concussion? I mean, we can't see what's going on inside a player's brain after an impact, so how can we tell if they have a concussion? Well, we usually can't. Our job on the sidelines is to look out for a suspected concussion. It's a head knock or impact to the body that sends force to the head, plus signs or symptoms of concussion afterwards. Signs of concussion are things other people can see and look for, like being confused or disoriented, looking blank or vacant, not behaving like their usual self, or struggling with balance or coordination. And symptoms of concussion are things the player is feeling, like a headache, nausea, dizziness, blurred vision, feeling irritable, or just feeling not quite right. These can all happen straight away or kick in later in the match or training session, that evening, or over the next couple of days. Should they play on? No. If you suspect there's a concussion, the player should be removed from the ground and not return until a doctor clears them. Look, sometimes there might be a big impact and you're worried about the player, even if they don't have any signs or symptoms. In that case, we should follow the same approach, and they should leave the ground and can only return if a doctor clears them. Remember, if in doubt, sit them out. If you're watching from the sidelines and see an impact that looks worrying, call it out. Tell the team manager or coach or trainer. We know it's tough to bench a player and tell them to miss the rest of the game. You know, they might be upset or confused, especially if they have a suspected concussion. But with concussion, if in doubt, sit them out. From knock to now what to recovery, players have to take the time they need. So, let's recap. Concussion is serious, but it's something you should feel confident to tackle. It's simple. If you see an impact and suspect a concussion, call it out. Next, check out the game plan and the long game videos to better understand player recovery and return to play.